when you started out on your own, it probably felt like magic when you got paid for those first few projects, right? You put in, say, 10 hours of work and the client paid you $750. For me, what made it magical was the $750 was all for me. I was, keep in mind, coming from the world of corporate sales where I was making software sales that only a small percentage of that was going to land in my pocket. But this is all for me. And I love the idea that a few units of effort would translate to a few units of compensation on the other end. Eventually, we get used to this kind of reward ratio, don't we? And we rightfully start expecting more. We may get to a point where 1 hour of our time is often worth $300 or $400 or more as an internal rate. That is, not that we're charging by the hour. And for some solo professionals, this can start feeling a little odd once you start getting at these higher levels. We feel a bit guilty that we're earning this much on some or all of our client work. Impostor syndrome can often start kicking in, and that inner critic starts taking over our internal chatter. At the times like these, that we must remember that we're not getting paid, let's say $300 for that hour of effort. We're getting paid for the 5, 6, 7, or 10 plus years it's taken us to get to a point where we can command the fees we do and know how to create the work efficiently enough to net us that kind of internal hourly rate. It's all the years of mistakes, setbacks, negative client feedback, investing in yourself and your knowledge, continually putting yourself out there, way out of your comfort zone. All the books you've read, courses you've taken. You might even have given up a cushy and high-paying job to put yourself out there. And by the way, it includes all the years that you put in your career before you even went freelance, if you started out somewhere else. All those things create the personal and professional growth that you need that leaves a scarred tissue. And that's what you're getting paid for the years of effort it took to learn how to do it right, to be able to deliver that kind of value, to be able to put yourself out there. The same goes for any passive income stream that you might create. The passive part comes years later, after you've put in years of time, money, effort, and emotional energy, sleepless nights, even a crying session or two mixed in, which is why the 10 seconds it takes to make a sale of a book, course, or other piece of intellectual property actually took 10 years of trial and error, falling flat on your face, and even some humiliation. The same goes for the money you earn when you work with a client on a strategy session, a road mapping engagement, a content strategy engagement, or workshop. It's taken you years to be able to offer the kind of advice and guidance that it takes to deliver real value in that kind of setting. So be careful what kind of story you tell yourself when you start analyzing the numbers. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you don't deserve what you're earning. Be fair to yourself. Look back at what it's taking to get where you are today. That alone will put the numbers in context.